If I could go back to the day I decided to become a dog trainer, there are 5 things that I would laugh about how naive and unprepared I was. And that's not because I've changed as a person, I just had no idea what that job actually entails. So if you're just getting started on your journey as a professional dog trainer, then in this video, I'm going to share what those 5 things are so we can ensure that you progress a lot faster than I did. And the first thing is that if you want to become a high-level canine professional, a dog trainer, a canine behaviorist, the reality is that it's not really about dogs. It's actually about people. Because the second you go from dog trainer to professional dog trainer, and that means that you are charging for your service as a dog trainer, it becomes a lot less about you working with the dogs and much, much more about you helping your clients be able to work with their dogs. And you will spend way, way more time training people than you will actually hands-on training people's dogs. And if you don't master the skill of being able to facilitate and communicate and encourage human change that will then facilitate change between them and their dogs, you will not have success. And I've seen some incredibly talented dog trainers not be able to grow successful businesses because they didn't focus on or become talented people trainers as well. The second thing is that you're not building a career, you're building a business. And so many people go into this thinking, I want to be a dog trainer, and they don't go into it thinking, I want to build a dog training business. And I believe that that is a huge mistake. And from day one, you should set out on building a dog training business of which you are one or potentially the only dog trainer in that business. Because if you don't understand how to market, how to brand, how to advertise, how to charge, how to do your bookkeeping, how to potentially hire and lead staff in the future, you will go broke, you will become incredibly stressed, and you will start to resent and hate the industry that right now you love and are passionate about trying to break into. And it will mean you'll leave the industry and your dreams of becoming a dog trainer will die with it. And the reality is, and a reality you're gonna have to embrace if you want success, is that no one's coming to save you. I'm going to do my absolute best in this channel to help facilitate your business, help you grow as a professional as quickly and as efficiently as possible to avoid the mistakes that I made and all the mistakes that I see other successful trainers make. Speed that process up. But I can't, and nobody else can do it for you. So you have to be the kind of person that is driven, ambitious, strategic, and can follow that plan to be able to build the business around your passion for dog training. And the harsh reality is, and rightly or wrongly, your early success in this industry isn't anything to do with if you are the best dog trainer in your area. It's about, are you the most visible, trustworthy, easy to find and easy to book with dog trainer? Become that person layered on top of having a great skill to be able to achieve success, and your business will absolutely fly, and you'll be able to help huge amounts of dogs to huge amounts of success, loads of people, build referrals, build reviews, build testimonials, and then your business will be the dog training business in your area. But without that business focus, it doesn't matter how much you love dogs, it doesn't matter how good with dogs you are, you won't be able to do this sustainably. Now, if the second mistake that I made was very strategic, and I'm incredibly proud of being able to fix that mistake and grow one of the largest dog training businesses in the entire world, the third mistake was much more emotional, and it is a mistake that I still wrestle with to this day. And that is that you can't fix every dog. You can't help every client. And if you go into it thinking that you can, you are going to be sadly mistaken. You are going to carry huge amounts of emotional baggage and burden, and it is going to create huge amounts of stress for you. Again, it's something that I still to this day deal with every single day, with the thousands of people that I have to say no to, the thousands of people that we don't even have time to get back to, knowing that there are thousands and thousands of people around the world desperate for my help every single day, and I'm not able to help them in person. Now, that's why I grew my online academy, so that we can help millions of people a month all around the world with the training help that they're looking for. But if you're trying to break into this industry as an in-person real trainer, you're not going to be able to help everybody. One of the worst problems is when you can see the potential a dog has, but the client isn't willing to change. The client isn't willing to put the work in, and then the dog suffers. Again, that's why it's important to be an educator. It's why it's important to be a motivator. It's why it's important to be a coach and a great communicator, so that you can facilitate the change in the clients that allows the dogs to be able to succeed. But if you don't do that, you'll never have success. And if the client isn't willing to change, they won't have success. And there will be times where you just have to simply say, if you're not willing to do what's required, I'm not going to be able to help you, and we're not going to be able to work together, even though you're going to go home really struggling with the fact that the dog's going to be the one that suffers. The dog's going to be the one that's going to end up in shelters or on the euthanasia table. And that is unfortunately an inevitability that you will run into if you grow a successful dog training business. So it's important, I want you to remember that your job is to offer the best service you can, considering the variables that are out of your control. It's not to carry the weight and the burden of having to have success with every single case that you work with on your shoulders, because again, those variables that are out of your control are going to be a huge determining factor as to whether you're able to have success or not. Now, sometimes those variables all line up beautifully and you get an amazing client who wants to learn, who wants to put the work in, who has the time, who has the energy to be able to implement the programs that you lay out, and it's a beautiful fit, and it'll be the best cases, your favorite cases that you work on. Again, sometimes those variables that are out of your control aren't going to line up and you're not going to be able to have the success. But if you carry that with you everywhere you go, if you're lying awake at night worrying about those things, which, like I say, is the stuff that I still worry about to this day, it creates burnout, it creates stress, it creates frustration, and it creates resentment. And you have to protect that at all costs, because you have to protect your passion at all costs if you want to be able to stay in this industry long term. Now, before we move on to the fourth mistake, guys, I just want to briefly mention, if you've not heard of it before, that I have my advanced diploma in canine behavior and training, which I have designed, crafted, and implemented to be hands down the best qualification and course in the world for aspiring dog trainers and canine behaviorists. If you are interested in learning more about that advanced diploma, there is a link in the description box below alongside a special discount to thank you for supporting the work here on this channel. Now, I won't talk about that anymore. Again, if you want to learn more, the link will be in the description box below, but let's move on to that fourth mistake. And that mistake is around questioning yourself constantly. Now, this is going to be something that you are going to run into. And again, it's something that I still deal with every single day, and that is good old-fashioned imposter syndrome. Now, for me, it's not having imposter syndrome, it's not questioning yourself that is the mistake. If anything, that's a good thing. It shows that you care, and it shows that you're trying to improve and trying to get better, and you shouldn't ever stop doing that. It becomes a mistake when it stops you from progressing, when it stops you pursuing your dreams, when it stops you pursuing trying to help people with their dogs. That's when it becomes a mistake, and that's what we want to avoid at all costs. So yes, everybody is going to suffer with imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome does get better and better the more cases that you work on, but it's not something that will ever fully go away. But you have to make sure that you don't allow it to prevent progress. And again, I see so many canine professionals that do that. They don't post that social media clip through fear of what other people or what other trainers might think or judge them about. And it's that fear, it's that imposter syndrome that prevents so many people from going from aspiring trainer to full-time professional trainer, or from a lower level professional trainer to incredible high level, high success, high income business owner in the industry, because those little demons whispering at the back of your brain prevent you from taking action if you let them. And you need to prevent them from preventing you taking action at all costs. And the fifth mistake that I see people making all the time is thinking that you have to be a celebrity, an influencer, have millions of followers in order to achieve success. Now, I know that might sound a little bit critical as somebody who does have multiple millions of followers across multiple channels and multiple platforms. And yes, that has allowed me and facilitated me to grow amazing businesses in the dog training and canine behavior world. It's allowed me to launch my canine sanctuary where I can pursue my passion of helping rescue dogs completely free of charge. All of those things are amazing. And if that's something that you would like to pursue, the benefits can be unbelievable. However, if the idea of going in front of a camera and talking to thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people, millions of people all around the world absolutely terrifies you, doesn't align with you and your authentic self, then don't do it. You don't need to do it. Being an incredible local dog trainer can still offer an amazing life, provide a great income for you and your family, and be incredibly rewarding without the need to ever post a YouTube video, a TikTok, or an Instagram reel. You just need to make sure that you have a great website, a great way for your potential customers to be able to contact you, have your reviews, have your testimonials, have your referral network, become a high quality canine trainer or canine behaviorist that offers a great service, be a likable person that clients enjoy to work with. Do all of those things first, build all of those systems first, and the building of the business kind of becomes easy at that point. And then if you want to layer social media, media production, video stuff on top of that, great, do it. And it'll fly because you have that foundation in place. But you don't have to if you don't want to. Just become a high quality canine professional that's a great communicator, a great educator, and does all of the business foundations well, and you will have a wonderful business, having a wonderful life, helping a bunch of dogs be able to achieve huge amounts of success. And again, if you're struggling with how to become that high level canine professional, check out our advanced diploma in canine behavior and training. It might be exactly what you need and what you're looking for. The link again will be in the description box below. But thank you for joining us for another video. We'll see you on the next one.